Kimchi omelette recipe. A kimchi omelette combines the comfort and fluffiness of a classic omelette with the bold, tangy, and spicy flavors of kimchi, a staple in Korean cuisine. This unique omelette is packed with flavor, offering a delightful contrast between the creamy eggs and the fermented, spicy kick from the kimchi. It's a perfect dish for those who want to try something different and enjoy a hearty, savory breakfast or brunch. Here's a detailed guide to making the perfect kimchi omelette. Ingredients: serves 1. 3 large eggs. Half cup kimchi, preferably well fermented, chopped 1 to 2 green onions, chopped 1 teaspoon sesame oil. Half tablespoon vegetable oil, for cooking 1 teaspoon soy sauce, optional, for added umami salt to taste. Pepper to taste. Step-by-step instructions. 1. Prepare the ingredients. Chop the kimchi. Start by preparing the kimchi. If your kimchi is whole, chop it into bite-sized pieces. About half cup of kimchi is enough for one omelette. If you like a stronger kimchi flavor, feel free to add a little more. Tip: if you find your kimchi too sour, you can rinse it briefly to tone down the fermentation flavor. However, keeping it as is will give the omelette a more authentic, bold flavor. Prepare the green onions. Chop 1 to 2 green onions finely, including the white and green parts. These will be added to the omelette, giving it a mild, fresh crunch and a hint of onion flavor that pairs well with the kimchi. Beat the eggs. Crack 3 large eggs into a bowl. Add a pinch of salt and pepper to taste, then whisk until fully combined and slightly frothy. This will create a light and fluffy texture once the eggs cook. 2. Sauté the kimchi. Heat the pan. Heat a non-stick skillet or frying pan over medium heat. Add 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil and 1 teaspoon of sesame oil to the pan. The sesame oil will add a nutty and aromatic flavor to the omelette, complementing the kimchi's spiciness. Let the oils heat up and become fragrant, but be careful not to overheat the sesame oil, as it can burn easily. Sauté the kimchi and onions. Add the chopped kimchi and green onions to the pan. Sauté for 2 to 3 minutes, stirring occasionally. The kimchi will soften and release its juices, infusing the oil with its tangy and spicy flavors. The green onions will begin to soften and become aromatic, adding freshness to the dish. Tip: if you like your kimchi a little crispier, sauté it for a minute or 2 longer until it gets a bit of caramelization. This will intensify the flavor. Add soy sauce, optional. If you want to deepen the umami flavor of the kimchi, you can add a small splash of soy sauce to the sautéed kimchi. This adds an extra layer of savory depth, but it's entirely optional based on your taste preferences. 3. Make the kimchi omelette, pour in the beaten eggs. Once the kimchi has sautéed and is aromatic, spread it evenly across the pan. Pour the beaten eggs over the top of the kimchi, ensuring the eggs are evenly distributed over the vegetables. Tip: you can gently swirl the pan to help spread the eggs evenly or tilt the pan to let the eggs flow into the spaces between the kimchi. Cook the omelette. Let the eggs cook undisturbed for about 1 to 2 minutes until the edges begin to set. Use a spatula to gently lift the edges of the omelette and let any uncooked eggs flow underneath. This will ensure an even cook and prevent the omelette from becoming too dry. As the omelette sets, you can reduce the heat slightly to avoid overcooking. Fold the omelette. When the omelette is mostly set, with only a slightly runny center, carefully fold it in half using your spatula. This will encase the sautéed kimchi in the center, allowing it to melt with the eggs and infuse the omelette with the spicy, tangy flavors of kimchi. Tip: if you want a more evenly cooked omelette, you can let the omelette cook for another minute, but be sure not to overcook it, as this can make the eggs rubbery. 4. Serve the kimchi omelette. Transfer to a plate. Once the omelette is cooked to your liking, slide it gently onto a plate. The omelette should be golden brown on the outside, with the kimchi and egg filling creating a beautiful contrast of textures and flavors. Garnish, optional. If you'd like, you can garnish the omelette with additional chopped green onions, a sprinkle of sesame seeds, or a drizzle of hot sauce for an extra layer of heat. You can also serve it with a side of steamed rice or a light salad for a more complete meal. Tips for success. Adjust the kimchi amount. If you prefer a more subtle kimchi flavor, use less kimchi in the omelette. You can always add more as a side topping or to the egg mixture for added intensity. Check the heat. Be sure to cook the omelette on medium heat. High heat can cause the eggs to cook too quickly and become rubbery, while low heat may not cook the eggs thoroughly, especially with the added kimchi filling. A gentle, steady heat is key to a tender and fluffy omelette. Use good quality kimchi. The quality of the kimchi is essential to the flavor of the omelette. Look for well-fermented kimchi with a balance of tanginess and spice. You can use store-bought kimchi, but homemade kimchi often provides a deeper and richer flavor. Make it spicier. If you like more heat, add some chili flakes or a drizzle of gochujang, Korean chili paste, to the kimchi while sautéing. This will amp up the spice level and give the omelette a fiery kick. Serving suggestions: a kimchi omelette pairs wonderfully with steamed rice. The savory, slightly spicy omelette complements a bowl of warm, fluffy rice, making for a more filling meal. Kimchi side dish: serve extra kimchi on the side for those who want to add more of the bold flavors. Pickled vegetables: a small side of pickled vegetables, such as pickled radish or cucumbers, can provide a refreshing contrast to the rich and spicy omelette. The kimchi omelette is a flavorful fusion dish that offers a balance of savory, tangy, and spicy flavors with the creaminess of eggs. It's a wonderful way to incorporate the delicious complexity of kimchi into a simple breakfast or lunch. Whether you're a fan of Korean cuisine or simply looking for a unique twist on the traditional omelette, this dish is sure to become a favorite. Enjoy the burst of flavors and the satisfying texture in every bite.